Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Gabar from the GMS Virginia camp, coming at you with another lesson that I pray that you find edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And I was in my room meditating on a lesson, and one thing that popped into my head was how everybody has been inundated with, things that occupy your mind. People have been hit with a constant barrage of entertainment, day-to-day worries, financial situations, whatever the situation is, the people have been in a constant mindset of not paying attention to the overall dynamic of the world in terms of what's going on in the world, because the way this devil likes to work is, he likes to keep your mind preoccupied in something that he doesn't want you to see. And so with that, it comes along this phrase just called bread and circuses. And what the bread and circuses does is it keeps your eyes focused over here while other things are going on somewhere else that you have no idea of. And that's exactly what's happening, albeit with the music industry, the entertainment, or like the movie industry, the music industry, day-to-day life at your plantation. A lot of people's worried about how they're gonna get their next meal. A lot of people are worrying about how they're gonna maintain their job. Whatever the situation is, anything that keeps you off of, occupying your mind, in something that you necessarily wouldn't occupy yourself with. And primarily, this lesson is for the elect. Don't fall for the bread and circus. Keep your eyes single, upon Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Because these turbulences are coming. Bad times are coming, but you have to constantly watch. You have to constantly be aware. Salakia, you got to constantly be aware of what's going on in the world, That's why, your prophets are out there on the highways and byways, to keep you up to date on the latest news and events. Because one man can't do it all. One man can't sort through all of the news articles, to get you to get to the ones that's more pertinent and that's in line with the scriptures, to bring forth prophecies. That's why Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has set prophets or watchmen, to do these things for the people. Because you could search for an article online and you got to search through pages and pages and tens of pages just to get to the one article that you want to get to. But within your searching for whatever it is that you're looking for, you're being hit with nude women, fat asses, big titties, or whatever you're into. You're being hit with these things, to to take you off track. But the elect, they we do a diligent search as well, to find the articles that are more relevant to the situation, because we have our cell phones, we have our computers and this, that, or the other, and we see this bullshit that pops up on the screen that means absolutely nothing. All of this is just eye candy at the end of the day, and it means absolutely nothing. So while most people would divert from what they're looking for to, go into that eye candy tab, the elect or the watchman of Yasharala is doing, the search, to bring out the things that you need to know. So I'm gonna break out a few scriptures and continue on. And this is the book of First Corinthians, chapter 7, and verse 35. And this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, that ye may attend upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai without distractions. So at the end of the day, all of these things that's going on in the world is to distract the hopeful elect from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because this devil has done a diligent search. He knows what's eye candy to the men. He knows how to how to put distractions in your path. You know what I'm saying? Try to get you off. You know what I'm saying? And this is all the vices of Satan, we know. But at the end of the day, the elect ain't gonna fall for that shit. The elect is gonna see, these obstacles coming, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, gonna be able to get through these things. You know what I'm saying? So what you're seeing in the world nowadays is things going on with these presidential candidates, and who does this, who does that, what happened to this one, and what's gonna happen to that one, and all of this bullshit that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, do not set a ruler that is not of your brethren above you. But a lot of you two-thirds jakes, are gonna, vote for a ruler, to be over you. You know what I'm saying? You two-thirds jakes are gonna choose a king other than, our king, our Lord, and Savior, Yahweh Shai, So, at the end of the day, you two-thirds are gonna be left to your own devices. But like I said earlier, this is for the elect. Don't Salakia, don't be distracted by what these two-thirds are being distracted by. Keep your mind and your eye upon these prophecies, and pay attention to what's going on around you. Because at the end of the day, what this devil has in store for you, ain't working, or it ain't gonna work. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai is just going to throw a monkey wrench in this shit anyway. The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitudes of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. And this devil has labored with sorceries and enchantments from his youth. You know what I'm saying? Like as far back as I can remember anyway, there have always been things in my life to distract me from, when I was in the world, things that I wanted to do in the world, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I keep my eyes single, upon the Lord, as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? It's because these demons are constantly at work. And this devil is constantly, hard at work trying to throw the elect off of their game, or the hopeful elect off of their game. And you got to be cognizant of that. If so, be thou shalt be able to profit. If so, be thou mayest prevail. So, like with your sorceries and your witchcraft, and or your bread and circus, Yahweh Shem Yahushua saying, see if you're going to be able to prosper. See if you're going to be able to prevail. Amongst the two-thirds, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get them, lock, stock, and barrel. But amongst the elect, or the hopeful elect, as I should say, you ain't going to, well, actually, the elect, you ain't going to get them. And I pray that I am one of those men. Because while all of these things are going on, like I said, this devil is doing things in the background that most people don't see. A lot of people just won't even acknowledge that, there's, more and more of these pestilences happening in the world. there's more and more talks of another lockdown. There's more and more talks of, you know, these gangs, that's popping up all over the place, that came from various parts of the world, you know. A lot of people, or should I say a lot of you Jakes ain't paying attention to these things, and so that's why when the bread and circus ceases, and you're left to your own devices, a lot of you people are just gonna flip your fucking wig and not know what to do, but while you were doing these things that were not detrimental to your salvation, this devil was making things happen around you, right in front of your face. Right in front of your face, you know what I'm saying? Because here it is, this devil is telling you, what he's doing, but the elect ain't gonna fall for it, and trust me, he's trying harder and harder every day, to make it so that your mind is stayed on what he wants your mind to stay in. This devil is actually hard at work, trying to fulfill his enterprise, but you also got some people who's not of the elect, who's actually recognizing what this devil is doing and actually can see it, what I'm saying, because he's gotten sloppy. You know what I'm saying? If you rob enough fucking banks, at some point you're gonna get prideful, and you're gonna start slipping up. And that's exactly what has happened. This devil is so much in a rush that he's starting to slip up. Or not starting to slip up, he is slipping up. He's making his plans bare, unto the masses. And what I mean by the masses, I also mean of these heathen as well. Because even these heathens are starting to say, well, hold on one second, this shit don't matter. Hold on one second, how come my food prices are so high? Hold on one second, why the fuck am I worried about green gases? Why the fuck am I worried about this? Why am I worried about that? When I don't see anything that's actively affecting me. You know what I'm saying? So why is that affecting me when it has nothing to do with me? You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, a lot of people are starting to question, like, how the fuck do they know that these things are going to happen? What crystal ball are they using that I ain't got? Whereas they could see, these things happening. So a lot of people are starting to wake up, who's not of the elect. But it takes a very long time for you Jakes to actually get the fucking picture. These other nations are starting to get the memo and passing it around. But you Jakes ain't even open up your fucking mailbox, to check your mail, to find out what's going on, because it's out there. It's definitely out there. The information is definitely being published, especially by the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would have not suffered his house to be broken up. You know what I'm saying? So if the good man is watching for what's going on, and if the good man is understanding that, what's going on over here in Babylon the Great is just straight up bread and circus, and let alone the world being a huge play, that's being played out, then you won't be fooled by what's going on. But you Jakes, man, you 2/3 ain't paying attention. So in that day, you're going to allow your house to be broken into. And that day, you're going to learn, you're going to allow yourself to be trampled upon, because you won't have no hedge of protection. You're not even making yourself remotely, strong in a sense of understanding the sign of the times. And so you're suffering your house to be broken into. You're suffering everything that you think that to be destroyed. Because at the end of the day, this is all about Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Period, point blank. Reading on, the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready, Be ye ready for what? Be ye ready to the battle. Understand what time you're in. You know, don't be complacent on the things that's happening in this world. You know, use the world but not abuse it. Jake is abusing the world and using it at the same time to strive for their betterment, in the times to come. But they don't understand that, this place is going to be destroyed with a nuclear destruction. They don't understand that, this devil has devised an MOTB that, is going to be set upon the entire world. This devil has set these things in place. And quite honestly, he's ready. He's ready to make these things happen. You know what I'm saying? And you Jakes is still doing fucking dance videos on TikToks and making fucking cook shows and going to roller skating rings or going to the fucking club or chasing this woman or doing this or doing that. Everything but what you need to do for your salvation and your hedgehood for what's about to come. And so when that time comes, you're not going to be ready for it, but the elect is going to be ready for it. Because the elect understands that these breaded circuses ain't working. When the scripture says, come out of her, my people, come out of her. Take a big step back and come out of this place spiritually. That doesn't mean grab your fucking self a passport and a plane ticket, to go to another nation or another place. No, come out of her spiritually, because you don't want to deal with what this place has coming to it. You don't want that smoke. And trust me, when this place goes up in nuclear destruction, it's going to be a lot of smoke. And it's going to be smoking forever. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. So when you don't think Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to make his presence known in the earth, although he's making his presence known in the earth, but when those evil days become more and more evil, the elect is going to be ready for these things. We're going to call upon the names of Yahweh Yahushua, to be delivered, because we don't have anything to stand on except Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So while the 2/3 are entertaining breaded circuses, the elect ain't going down that path. And these other heathens are starting to catch wind of how all of this is just bullshit. And plus also, a lot of these heathens are on fucking pins and needles anyway, because they realize the bullshit, and at any time, that pin could drop, and this place can go into all out hell, what I'm saying? It's like gunshots out my window already, but like with that, I think, the point's been made. Don't fall for this bullshit, that you watch on television or anything like that. These bullshit sports that a lot of us already know it's already fucking rigged. The lottery rigged. Everything is fucking rigged, and it's rigged against you. And so with that, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Bakah, Quadash, Shalom.